Hi guys, this is Jeff at the Glorious Uncertainty on Thursday the 27th. There's no other bet, but I just thought I'd have a little chat, little team talk. It's very, very frustrating at the moment, isn't it? Frustrating. But I'm quite sure everything's going to calm down. But just to give you an idea, yesterday when I dutched the bet with Chuky Dunedin, that one, now I was into that to 340 quid, but I'd covered more or less all the field, almost a green screen. That means every single one I'd backed at various prices, which meant that the screen, my return was always going to be positive. But you have to weigh in heavy. I have to adjust it, so I go in heavier, obviously, on the ones that I give out, because they're the ones that are value. They're going to boost up my bank. But it's very frustrating, and I think a lot of it is to do with the fact that when you do this, it's like, hours and hours and hours of waiting, sometimes 24 hours of waiting. So you've made the investment, and then what I find, it's a bit of a drag, isn't it? Waiting and waiting. So you do all that work, and then the anticipation just, it's hard work. It is hard work mentally. Mentally, it's hard work. So you have, certainly six hours of waiting for 1.5 minutes of, disappointment. And that's where the psychology of it comes in, isn't it? When you're starting to think about it all the time. You think about, winning, obviously, but it's just the results at the moment are a bit dragging the heels for this week and last week. They're dragging the heels. But we shall see. We shall see later in the 4 o'clock at Beverley. Maybe that will be the one that turns it up a little bit more. If not, it takes them off the profit. And that's that. There's not much we can do about that. Maybe it's just the form lines of this time of the year, and that could be it, or the sort of drying out of the ground. Maybe that'd be something. But anyway, everything is a mean average of conditions, and that's reflected in the results. So there's not much more I can say, apart from I just dig in and get on with it. But that race today in the 4 o'clock is very, very hard to dutch in. That is, the prices that are up at the moment are very restricting and make it so difficult to dutch that race. You would expose your bank too much for not a lot of gain. So it doesn't make any sense. I could do, the straight dutching on the free, which I've done already, but in part because I wait for the market to show up a little bit closer. But it's just a bit frustrating. But I understand the frustration of it. But we shall see. Anyway, today is another day. Okay? I shall speak to you later, and bye for now. Bye-bye.